consistently every loadout I have either has the Slapamander or the Slamamander, or in the remix, probably the Crackamander or the Smackamander. Those both are good elements against Dr. Coil. You got an Ice Mander or an Explosive Mander. Both can mess with Coil good.
Oh, for sure. I think it's one of those things where, yeah, you know, once people start playing more of ARMS Remix, I think it's going to be a lot easier to find coil counters. But enough about that. Let's focus on Twitch Prime subs and Kid Cobra.
And starting things off, Aya coming in with the Breezer and the Bifferrain, while Prince is coming in kind of sticking with, like, we're definitely seeing, like, the Breezer for people who want the knockdown glove. And then if they just want a strong glove, it's the Toxin because they just want that toaster. They just want toaster so bad that it's like, I don't think it's actually, like, there's probably better gloves in this loadout that are safer and more effective, but people are so used to toaster that they just can't let go of the Toxin.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know, because I think the Toxin just has I'll say it, I think it has more utility, you know, because not only do you get that stagger, you also get that poison chip damage that grows if you're able to land it, you know, more than once. So I mean, you can be, I would argue, more successful with the Toxin than a toaster, you know?
That's fair. I can see where you're coming from on that. And looking on the other side, Prince is coming in with the Bubbler. Big ink stain, big bubble stains on the opponent's face whenever a charged hit connects. I just like the colors on it. And then we're still coming in, definitely seeing a lot more of the bird now that there's an explosive variant. Like, that just immediately elevates that weapon into a much higher tier in a lot of players' eyes, it seems like.
Yeah, no, for sure. We're definitely seeing a lot more of it. I think especially as like an explosive arm. It kind of takes away like the one downside for explosive arms, just because it's harder to knock out. It's easier to be more successful with it. I forget, in round one, was Prince using the explodey burp?
No, he had I believe he had a different arm. I've already forgotten which one it is, but it's the other one that's in his loadout.
Oh yeah, the other arm.
Yeah. The interesting thing about the Bennu that I'm noticing, and I don't know, it could be just visuals or something like that going on, but I don't think it explodes on block.
You know, yeah, because I think, and we'll have SNG confirm this, very clean win by Aya. But I think it handles the explosion.
That's Prince.
That is Prince. Oh my gosh, I should know that. I should know that.
Look, just because it's a girl on the screen does not mean the player is a girl.
Okay, listen, I am only sexist on Fridays, okay? Wait.
It's Friday! Shit! Everyone scram!
Oh man, pour one out for a homie. But anyway, like I was saying, I think the Bennu ends up maybe handling explosions differently. Prince is saying that it explodes on block as well in the chat.
Okay.
But I don't know, it just kind of seems like it handles the way it explodes differently if you really watch it.
Yeah, like, I do really, really like it. It looks like a really fun arm to kind of work with. So, yeah, and like you said, it's a lot harder to knock down. Birds are pretty difficult to dodge. It's just the fact, like, the biggest weakness of the various bird arms that we had before is the ultimate answer to all of them was, oh, I see you threw it out. I block. Oh, your bird hit my shield. Time to punish you because it's going to take an hour for it to come back. But if there's an explosion, all of a sudden it's a much safer arm.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially since, like, part of the danger of the explosion is normally it's going, like, directly from you, right? So it's really easy to hit down and then blow back into your face, and that just, it doesn't really happen with how the bird works. You know?
Mm-hmm. Like, it happens sometimes, like we immediately saw right there. Prince just threw the bird forward, it got punched down, and it blew up under his toes. But, like, every other time we're seeing it come left, right, top, left angle. Like, there's so many different ways that the bird can come through, and it makes it a lot more interesting of an arm because of that. And just giving it the option to blow up just adds that much more life to it. That's a weird thing to say. I don't think there's many cases where you say the ability to blow up gives it so much more life. Please don't quote me on that.
It's okay. We're all gonna forget about it because I'm here in like 20 minutes. I'm gonna have another certified Brett moment this stream. So you're good. You're good, homie.
We'll both have a few good moments here and there in this event. It's fair. We gotta share. We gotta share the embarrassment.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Now I just wish. Oh, there Prince goes sharing that rut. Ooh, getting a little bit of sharing in.
Nice hit with the Biffler. You saw he hesitated to be like, what's gonna happen? And then kind of decided to go for a quick jump, which meant that his shield was no longer available.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see how that KO happened? It just grazed the bird, causing an explosion.
That was a very unfortunate series of events for Prince, where he had a really good moment, but as soon as he hesitated, it just turned into a Mario Kart Blue Shell moment where it's hit by one thing, hit by another thing, hit by the next thing, and you're dead.
Absolutely fantastic act of sharing by Aya, though. I love to see our competitors sharing their rushes.
Yeah. Sharing is caring, like you said. The other nice thing about
there we go. There's some sharing. Prince gives his rush. Aya gives right back. Prince receives it with open arms.
Both trying to find a way around these shields, and a lot of these pokes coming through. Not finding too many opportunities here. Another thing I like about it is just the fact that, like, the birds never did too much. It never felt like they did the damage they deserve. Like, Phoenix did 120, and then Thunderbird does 90. So having that explosion brings it up to 140, and that makes it feel so much more impactful all of a sudden. Out comes one more rush. Is this going to be enough? Prince manages to tie up this set. Both will now be vying for that final point on this round. Io starting with a notable rush advantage, having her full meter, while Prince is empty and looking for room.
I am really hoping that Prince would have dropped his shield a little early there. He could feel it was going to happen, though. That rush was going to pop. There was no way it wasn't.
The more I'm seeing this Breezy, the more I'm realizing that, like, it's still dangerous. It's absolutely better than Sparky. But it is definitely, like, it's a situation where people are excited by the prospect of a win-confirmed glove. I don't think it has the impact you really need. I feel like...
No, I don't think it does either. Especially, like, I'm comparing it to its Sparky counterpart, and... yeah, like you said, like the idea of just having like a straight jabbing kind of wind arm is really appealing. But I just don't know that it has the same utility that a Sparky would. You know, causing that paralysis to where you could follow it up with literally anything else instead of just like sitting and flying.
I will still get the point, though.
Makes it works. Yeah, Aya makes it work. She gets the point.
I mean, even the slower Sparky or Breezy type arm still outboxes a Bubbler and a Bennu. Still gonna outbox them. Because those arms are not designed for boxing, so all you gotta do is just outbox and be girthy Kid Cobra.
All right. So we're banning stages. Aya banning sparring, ramen, and spring. I don't know if you were Aya, right? Where do you think you're taking Prince, given the matchup?
If I was Aya, honestly, stages like Scrapyard, stages like Ribbon Ring, places that you kind of get to continue to utilize. I was thinking of Buster Beach, actually, where
Prince
Kid
decided
Cobra...
Buster Beach, yeah.
Prince is the... It's interesting that he chose it, because it feels like it's a good... If you get the pressure on Kid Cobra, and you get him stuck in a Hot Pocket, yeah, he can struggle a little bit.
Yeah, I feel it's a much better Cobra stage, yeah.
Yeah.
He's really going to need to watch himself and stay out of the Hot Pocket.
Because Kid Cobra is going... Unless you have something like a Ram, Kid Cobra has a very easy time getting out of the Hot Pocket. Even a big, beefy, like, Mega Blast is not going to be enough to kind of lock him down. Oftentimes, that just means that Kid Cobra can see you coming from a mile away and be like, I'm just going to block, and now I punish you.
Yeah, and see, we've gotten to see Aya successfully reverse it and get Prince into the pocket for a little bit, but Prince able to just manage his way out with that Mega Whip there.
Got the rush ready, but a 1-2 with those two slow arms, just unable to respond to the breezy, casually gliding over, just like a leisurely stroll straight into Mechanica and blowing her away. It's kind of funny how slow they move, but they've got all this window around them, like they're just causing a lot of drag.
Very solid predictive shielding by Prince. Again, just feeling when Aya is probably going to pop that rush. Aya getting that grab to just nullify the rest of Prince's rush, so that way neither one really gets a gain. Aya's got to really play it cautious with how Prince is playing right now, blocking off her movement with that Mega Wind and the bird on the other side. It is just, oh, Mega Blast. Mega Blast. That sounds way cooler than Mega Wind.
It does. And also, I definitely see how Prince is utilizing it. If Aya is playing smart, that Mega Blast should be a lot less impactful in the matchup. But Prince is playing very patiently with it, waiting to see what she does, and then in a lot of situations is trying to utilize it as a response. Because of the fact that, like, if he's leading with it, there's going to be a lot more situations where she's just going to get out of harm's way, and it's going to do nothing. So he kind of is holding onto it as a response, and it's rolling out a lot of attacks because of that.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's almost not to bring in somebody else to the match, but it's almost kind of reminiscent of how Astro ends up playing a good bit of the time, right? Maybe Prince taking a little something with that last match there, because he is. I don't know. It's always kind of surprising to me whenever somebody makes one of the Mega Arms works, just because it's so slow. You don't often see it too often.
It's very difficult to utilize well. You have to have a very strong understanding of how to line up your shot and how to be able to kind of read out what's going on, because a lot of the way how you actually get it to work is often very reactionary. And that was a great moment where the bird just kind of... For any other character, that bird would not have hit its mark. But because this is Mechanica, and Mechanica has that little bit of extra armor while acting, just kind of eats the Trifrost, and the bird just continues on its path and bites Aya down. And that's going to allow Prince to claim that set.
What's your opinion of this matchup on Ribbon Ring?
Again, this feels like another stage that I'd give to Kid Cobra.
Good, because it was Aya that picked it. Oh, man, it's going to be a fun one.
I feel like that last one definitely was in Aya's favor, but coming in with the Mega Blast and doing what we've seen Prince do up to this point, making reads, downloading his opponent, being like, this is what the situation is, this is how I'm going to respond to it.
Yeah, and Prince making the choice to drop the Mega Blast for the Shuriken. Interesting. Since you know, we're looking at completely new arms, right? It's an electric chakram type arm, I believe. So it's gonna be. It's really interesting, their choices of arms. They've both got a poison, but with the way that they're planning their stuns is a little bit different. Prince with the full paralysis, Aya with the freezing Crackomander there.
Indeed, both very well set up. I like that poison is kind of the choice of a lot of the what would essentially be considered the meta arms before, like the Biffler and the Toaster, have been replaced with poison elements, which has just brought the use of poison as an element far more commonly. And that's another really nice touch that Arms Remix has over its predecessor.
Oh, for sure. Like that's absolutely one thing that I would love to see changed in Arms 2 is I think we just really need some good, or not even like some good, but some more poison option. It's just so underutilized.
What I'm eager about is the fact that there's probably going to be new types. There's going to be new ailments that'll kind of roll in.
Honestly,
good combo.
I don't know that I want to see new ones as much as I want to see like refinements and like more variety in the current ones. I think that'd be exciting enough.
Well, I'd be more happy with them refining each of the elements, but there's no way they're not adding at least one new type in like an update or something like that.
True.
Like we need the Waluigi type.
I would love that. Yeah. Very solid dancing around the stage that they're doing right now. Both being very, maybe like a little too cautious. I think for good reason, trying to wait out those rushes.
Trying to just win the boxing match. Prince absolutely would, but Mander comes out so quickly that Aya was able to win it out. But despite that, Prince is still going to be able to claim the point, had enough health to tank that rush, and just land that little bit more damage to continue fighting and claim a victory, which means that Prince will get his shot at a rematch with Astra Ninja.